JuRY Daily is brought to you by patreon.com/JuRY. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the JuRY Daily Podcast. My name is Justin Robert Young. Hope everybody had a good weekend. I had a very good weekend. Met with some friends, went to a ball game, went to the San Francisco Giants versus the Oakland Athletics, the last game before the All-Star break in the American Major League Baseball season, and it was great. Really fun time. There was a very pivotal moment in yesterday. Here's what happened. We were out there in the bleachers. If you're not familiar, there's an apocryphal saying that's often attributed to Mark Twain that says, the coldest winter I've ever had was a summer in San Francisco. And that shit is for real. Like, that shit is the truth. It is cold out in San Francisco. And so, while we were out there in those bleachers, I was very excited that I had a jacket on. And we were welcoming the sunline as it crept up the bleachers to our spots that were kind of toward the top. And boy, were we excited when we got right in the sun. Now, my wife, Ashley, who is pasty white, was very conscientious about exactly how much suntan lotion she needed to apply. Her swarthy-ass husband was not. I very rarely apply sunscreen because I have a bit of an olive complexion. And so, when you combine that with then turned into a rooftop party, which then turned into a trip out to Berkeley so we could go see Mike TV, I got sunburned in like a really bad way. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can tell the difference between my neck and my shoulders. Just uncooked chicken white here below my farmer's tan. So I had a little bit, I got a little bit of a temporary tattoo of the weekend is what I'm trying to say. I am struggling here to deal with my now sunstroked frame. But my loss is your gain because I'm just punchy enough to go ahead and debut something that we oftentimes do on the Politics podcast. But you want to know what? I kind of feel like it doesn't really even need an introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, the JuRY Daily debut. Of the Poop Buffet. The Poop Buffet. The Poop Buffet. Who's first in line today for the Poop Buffet? The Poop Buffet. This is, of course, where we memorialize the fact that somebody is out here on social media being forced to eat helping upon helping of shit. Making his introduction to the Poop Buffet, let's all please give a warm round of applause for Elon Musk. As any listener to one of my other podcasts, Weird Things knows I am an admirer of Elon Musk. I have been for a very long time. I think he is a remarkable human being, and the hate for him tends to fascinate me. But with great power comes great responsibility, and Elon really stepped in it over the weekend. He has gotten into a very weird battle with a cave diver who apparently used his knowledge of the caves in Thailand to help rescue those 12-year-olds who were in the soccer team. Elon Musk, of course, designed a submarine to help get the kids out. Now, you would think that everybody would be able to say, hey, we all made an effort. Let's all high-five each other when the most vulnerable among us were in danger. We pulled together as a team, and we did it. But no. The cave diver made fun of Elon Musk's submarine, said it was impractical, and he was doing it as a publicity stunt. And then Elon Musk called the cave diver a pedo. Then challenged on it, he said he bet him a signed dollar that this cave diver was a pedo. Pedo, of course, is short for pedophile. Pedophiles are adults who have sex with children. Now, there are... All right, here's the question. How much do we want to give credence to the fact that many white people who go to Thailand, many expats who go to Thailand, sometimes are going there because the sex laws in Thailand are, let's say charitably, different than they are in many Western countries? It doesn't matter. You can't just... Number one, I think it's bad form on the diver's part to get into a cock measuring contest with the dude who sent in the summer. Look, we are gathering that there was there's a weird, like, not everybody knew what the right hand was doing for the left hand in that cave diving operation. Elon Musk has got some emails with the guy who told him to continue to build the submarine. This cave diver's shitting on him for making the submarine. I think it's just a bad... Again, I don't know why we need to be... you would think if you were to make it in a lab, the one story that should have no losers, right? Kids are stuck in a cave. Everybody's pitching in. How the fuck do we get losers out of that story? How do we have winners and losers there? And I even see it in the chat that it's like, oh, well, maybe he didn't have the purest intentions. Okay. So, and again, we're seeing here in the chat, Chimera 96. Sorry, the expert said your jury-rigged weekend project wasn't practical because of the cave system, and 2, because the kids were already rescued. Well, they weren't already rescued at the point that he went out there to the caves. And again, it's like Elon Musk apparently he published the emails of him saying, hey, do I need to bring this, or is it all taken care of? And the guy says, no, if it keeps raining, we might use it. So it would be better if it's here than not here. So it's like, again, but like, how do we get losers from this? And furthermore, Elon, we're not fucking defending Elon here. Furthermore, Elon, come on. Really? You want to go after, like, at some point, you have to be the bigger man. And unfortunately, it just might be time for Elon to get off Twitter. It just might be time for Elon to get off Twitter. And it's a shame, because very rarely, I think, do people in those positions want to be as honest as Elon is, and I think part of that is the warts and all element. But, you know, Tesla stock dove today. It's just a bad look to be, and he deleted the tweet, but not before, friends, not before he got an all expenses paid ticket to the poop buffet. Enjoy your time, Elon. Oh, yes. No. Doggy bags are included. Take as much as you want home. Let's go ahead and get into your emails. You can always email me, JuRYDaily@gmail.com. New email alert, JuRYDaily@gmail.com. I'm reclaiming my personal email for the first time since I started podcasting. JuRYDaily@gmail.com. Oh, also, before we actually get into your emails, I want to give a big shout out to Sorry to Bother You. Sorry to Bother You is a movie. It is in theaters now. I would highly recommend you go see it as soon as possible, because at a certain point, people are going to start talking about spoilers, and you're not going to want to have heard them. It is a rare treat that you can see a movie like that and let it take you on a journey. Please go see it. Sorry to Bother You. Debut film by Boots Riley. Tell you what, it ain't gonna be his only film. That's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing for a debut. I mean, I can't. That sense kind of like Michel Gondry. Have I really been like, oh my God, this guy's fucking got it. All right, emails. JuRYDaily@gmail.com. Cappy writes, Gerbs, I've been a pool operator for 16 years. I also write in to TMS when Scott tells pee pool stories. There are two sides to closing a pool for poop. You might remember last week somebody was gave a PSA. Who was it last week? RJ had a PSA for people to stop pooping in the pool. Jers, I've been a pool operator for 16 years. Number one, if the poop is solid and can be removed, the fix is to remove it, check the chlorine and pH, and if it's good, reopen it in a half hour. If the poop is loose, a.k.a. diarrhea, which for health concerns must be super chlorinated for 13 hours, so basically you're shutting down the pool until the next day. The lifeguards that see and respond to such events get paid minimum wage and are very young, so if there's a thing going on while they're working, it's an easy out. And number 4, cameras would be wonderful, but there are a few problems. It'll only catch said pooper in the act of pooping. It'll either get such employees fired or keep them from pulling the poo-roos. And 5, hotels and resorts don't have staff to monitor the pool in most cases, so if one does happen, it goes unnoticed. Possibly another guest would have to say something to the staff, but private pools give little fucks. I never go into pools at spas or hotels. They are gross. That is something I've never thought of before. That you don't want to go into a hotel pool because no one's really taking care of it. Open Buying says the camera equipment is expensive. Yeah, but getting less so, right? Get one of them. Again, I'm saying get one of them cheap-ass Chinese insecure Wi-Fi cameras. And just make it public so everybody can watch. and let the internet r/public pool. All right. Anonymous Diamond says, so a quick story. This was about our Stormy Daniels stuff last week. Quick story. My wife and I went to a strip club called Cheeks just south of Dayton, Ohio about 8 years ago. We were dating at the time, and it was my first time at what you like to call a titty bar. We each got beers and watched the show. My wife then said something like, I want to pay them to have them put their tits in your face. Went up to the stage. She slipped the attractive woman a $5 and asked her to flop her boobies in my face. It happened, and nobody got arrested. Well, congratulations. You are apparently in pre-dystopian Ohio. And I guess she was a keeper, if she was a girlfriend, and now she's the wife. Will writes, thank you for the reminder. You just said, think about all the people who quit doing what you are doing right now. I needed that little pick-me-up today, and I appreciate the way it was said. Well, thank you very much, Will, and I think that you guys should all take that to heart. A lot of times, you get a little caught up. Think of everybody else. Somebody quit just behind you. No matter what stage of anything that you're doing, somebody quit right behind you. And now you're doing better than them. So in their face, they're somewhere trying to chlorinate a pool for 13 hours. It's a bit of a scatological version of the Jerry Daily Show. Folks, you can watch me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Justin R. Young. Check me out on YouTube. In fact, I want to include YouTube comments. If you watch this on YouTube, then go ahead and hit me up with comments. I'm going to put you guys into the email segment. Do you pee in the pool? Do you ever go to hotel pools? Is Elon Musk a douche for calling a cave diver a pedo? Of course, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Justin R. Young. Ladies and gentlemen, until tomorrow, please head out. Head down! Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program.